Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the 80/60 Rule. I'm Diamond, and this is Silk over here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matey. I don't know what you were doing. I don't get what you were saying.
I thought you're on top of the news. On top of it? No? All right, I'll fill you in. Okay, I'll fill Diamond and Silk. That doesn't ring a bell.
No.
No? Okay. All right. That's okay. But anyway, I'm Mark. I'm 60. This is Greg. He's 80. And Greg, what's on your mind?
Well, let's go. I hate to be talking about people that passed away, but a couple people. One, I never heard of her before. Her name is Gwen Knapp. She was 61. She was a sports reporter, New York Times, etc. And why I'm mentioning her, she talked about sexism, racism, etc. And she was the one that really got on Lance Armstrong. I consider Lance Armstrong a fraud.
Yeah.
Fraud. I believed everything he said when he was doing that. Then all of a sudden, what?
Yeah.
He was on the TV all the time. And her name was Gwen Knapp. And
now that you mentioned the connection with, because I didn't know the name, but when you connected with him, then it rang a bell. Yeah.
Yeah. So, rest in peace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
61. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's very young.
Lymphoma. But she kept saying it. And then Barry Bonds. She went after Barry Bonds too.
Oh, okay.
Another one. The next one, just to say, I used to watch them. I only watched college basketball when it's March Madness. And Billy Packer. I remember Billy Packer. He was the guy.
Yeah. And, I remember Billy Packer with Al McGuire.
Al McGuire. Yeah. I've always liked Al McGuire. I like those renegade coaches.
Right. Yeah. He was definitely out of the box, but Billy Packer was a coach too, right? Wasn't he?
I think so, but I don't.
Yeah, I think at a small school or whatever. But yeah, I remember him from all those years. I didn't know he was still around, to be honest with you. But there was just another one tonight. Remember, if I say the name Cindy Williams, does that ring a bell? Cindy Williams,
the actress.
Yeah, with
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, she just passed away tonight. Yeah, she's 75, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have a real connection with her. That's why I didn't. Not that I had connection with the other people, but it was like,
That's awesome. You didn't have a connection with Shirley from Laverne and Shirley. Okay.
I mean, I didn't watch Laverne and Shirley.
Okay. All right. Right. No, I know. It's just okay. All right.
How about let's get to sports? Well, my Philadelphia Eagles, everyone, we won. And I predict that we're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm being objective. I mean, it's not like that above. I think I was confident that
being a homer. You're not being a homer. You think
no. Thank you. That's the word I want to say.
Yeah. So if you were sitting in a bar somewhere, and you got in a conversation with somebody, what would convince them that you're right, that they're going to win? I happen to agree with you. However, I think it's going to be a really good game because Chiefs are good. So, but why do you think they're going to win if you're not a homer? Why do you think they're going to win?
When those offensive guys say, we're ready, let's go down the field.
Yeah.
If you go 15 plays and 80 yards, it's one after another.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And as basketball, they say there are two Hall of Famers there on the team already. Tracy had Jason
Kelce or
Jason Kelce.
Yeah.
And Leon
brother Travis.
Travis, no, his brother, Jason.
Yeah. You were the water boy, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yes.
I got a letter for that too.
You got a letter for being the water boy?
Yep.
All right. Good.
Yep.
Is it in the closet behind you? Can we see the letter?
Somewhere it's in there. Somewhere.
Oh, all right.
There's another thing.
Oh wait, we'll have to take your word for it then.
No. I'm not George Santos here.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
and I talk, I tell the truth. I think, like
Yeah.
if you
You
don't
don't
believe me,
embellish. Yeah,
huh?
right. If you were going to embellish, you wouldn't say you were the water boy.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
Okay.
didn't
Go
have the
ahead.
ability, never had the ability myself. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you did this like when you play ball, like you got a bat like baseball, and you go, and like who takes who takes
Oh,
who,
yeah. Yeah.
and then I would be the one. Okay, take them. We'll take them. That was
Yeah.
me.
You got the sympathy vote. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Another thing. Now, is this your age or my age, Mark? I watched the game last night. The Eagles 49ers. Did you watch it? You watched it, right? All right.
Yeah.
And I like this guy. I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I like Jimmy G. I saw him a couple of times laughing on the sideline.
Oh.
That would, as a manager, I would go berserk.
Uh-oh.
You are laughing as your team is doing that, and you're laughing, and you're not playing, and you're laughing. We would have a talk after the game.
Yeah. Well, maybe they did. But was he
That
just
old
I didn't
school?
see it. I
Huh?
watched the game. Did they point it out? Because I don't remember them pointing it out.
They pointed it out twice. I mean, they didn't say anything, they didn't comment, but you saw him. He was like laughing at what somebody else was saying.
Yeah. So, all right. It's just a moment in time, and there's cameras all over the place now. So he's laughing at what somebody else was saying.
Probably, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What if it was a really funny joke?
No,
No.
No.
Okay. All right. All right.
no.
All right.
Listen, we're not telling jokes for the game.
That's right. That's the bottom line. All right. What if he had Jalen Hurts in his fantasy league? Maybe that's why he was laughing.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Another thing I'd like to bring up is the documents and Mike Pence, down in Mike Vice President Pence home or where Biden what classified documents could be the president's schedule in 2 weeks, which are going to be. That's classified, but after that week is done,
Right. When you take that date off the calendar, it's no
exactly,
longer.
oh, that's great visual aid there.
Yeah.
Tremendous visual aid.
Right. It's
All
no
right.
longer sensitive. It's what I would say about the whole document thing is it's clear that the process has to be revamped. Of it there has to be almost like a checklist when somebody is leaving office as to what are you taking? What are you taking? It can't be this old school thing of a moving van pulls up and
Yeah.
and they load stuff up themselves. It's really a pretty simple solution is that starting now, like today, anybody who leaves, what particular office, there's protocols that you do, and it's not just the honor system, and
Right.
not that everybody in the mix here was doing something nefarious. Is that your coffee over there?
No, that's my water.
Go get it. You can get it
All right.
with your yeah. Anyway, so not that it was nefarious, in every occasion, but there should be a checklist saying, okay, yeah, that you can have, that you can have, that you can't have. Most of the time, I'm going to say that people go, oh, I didn't even know that was in there, that type of thing. So there's the National Archives. There should be some sort of an extra step put in just to make sure that we're getting what we should get and you're not getting what you shouldn't get. So it's a pretty simple solution. So
I wonder how many people have that possession on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
Who gets to see it? I mean, who gets to does the
well, I think we're coming to realize that there's no science to it. It's basically, whoever, yeah, you could see this, it's almost like on a whim. Yeah, go ahead, take a look at that. When it shouldn't be like that,
Yeah. How we doing with time?
Got a few minutes.
All right. A big deal in my our state here, Illinois, we're not all over the country. Eggs, the price of eggs. January of this year, a dozen eggs were $4.25. Last year, at this time a year ago, $1.79.
Yeah. And you know what? We have to plead ignorance. I don't know why. Is it the avian flu that they're still
Yeah,
saying?
the avian flu.
Okay.
The avian flu, and it's also the demand. In 2011, we ate 242 eggs per person. In 2021, 284 eggs per person.
So an increase of how many?
By 40. By 42. Yeah.
All right.
And
I'm just
no,
thinking to myself. I don't know. That's a lot of eggs. But
I don't know about you, but I like eggs. If I have an omelet, in Illinois here, we have a lot of good breakfast places. If I have an omelet with my hash browns,
yeah.
my toast,
No, I'm all in on that too. What kind of omelet do you get?
usually ham omelet.
Okay.
So,
I
but
get
I'm usually with a cup of coffee, I'm done with the whole day of pool. The whole day.
Absolutely. What's the difference between an omelet and a skillet?
Pardon me?
What's the difference between an omelet and a skillet? Is an omelet just they fold it over and but a skillet is like open? Is that it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm
A lot of good breakfast. There's something in the East we used to call them like diners. My father came here, would say, "Show me the diners."
Oh, diner. Yeah, right. On the East Coast. Yeah. Yeah.
Diners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they would call stock shops. Now they're called casual restaurants and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
So, all right, we should wrap this up.
Yes, we should. But have a good conversation, Mark. Huh?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Nice
We went
talking
through
to
a
you.
lot of things.
I'm excited for you, for your Eagles. So this will be interesting. It's in 2 weeks because they've got the week off in between, but we'll see what happens. I think the Chiefs are going to give them a good fight, but I'm thinking the Eagles as well.
You think it's going to be called the Kelsey Bowl, you know?
Oh, I think it's going to be all about the quarterbacks, all about these 2 young quarterbacks. That's going to be pretty interesting. So,
everybody, we never know, Mark and I never know where we're going to stand on different issues. Hey, Mark?
Right.
I mean, that's where we don't, this is not practice.
I had a pretty good idea you were going to pick the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but
Yeah, you're right, Greg.
Well, let me see your.
Okay.
Wait, stand up a little bit. Let me see your sweatshirt there.
This is old.
Yeah.
One guy
Okay.
criticized me years ago.
But anyway, nice talking to you. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching.
Thank you, everyone. Can I make a comment?
Sure.
Real fast. A friend of mine called Danny called me up a couple hours ago. He said, by the way, remember we talked about I told him about the NFL have a bye week. Should we have one Sunday, everybody's off that? He says,
Yeah.
I said that to all my friends. He says, they all agree.
Yeah.
So we're getting some comments.
All right. Good. And we're making progress. If it happens, we're going to take credit for it.
Yeah, the amendment, right?
The amendment,
80-60 amendment.
80-60 amendment to the NFL bye week.
How did that happen? 80-60 guys, right?
Right.
Hey, you gotta have somebody. It's nice to talk.
Yes.
The
It brings
common
everybody
denominator,
together.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But thank you. Like or subscribe or comment. We'd appreciate it. Right, Greg?
Right. Yeah, I love to see it. It's the art of discussion. It's just to have to talk without
Right.
being antagonistic or
Right. Or yelling at each other. So,
yeah.
all right. Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you.